So when we talked about 80s news, you said you had some items you wanted to share that were particularly... Oh, shoot.
Oh, no. The phone is ringing.
Oh, boy. We're going to backtrack for a second here.
So for those of you on YouTube, this is what happens behind the scenes.
Should this stay in?
Yeah, this has you said they get the raw unedited footage. So
okay.
Your phone ringing in the middle of the episode is going to be on YouTube.
And normally I wouldn't deal with it, but this is a question related to my oldest daughter, so I felt the need to answer it right away. In any case, let's talk about 80s news. And I know you had some special Thanksgiving-related items you wanted to go through.
Yeah,
today.
I figured since we normally do, what's going on currently, I'm going to tie traditions back to the 1980s. So that's going to be my 80s news today.
Very good.
So I'm going to go all the way back to 1940s.
Whoa!
Going way back in the time machine.
We're going to have to be the 40s.
Yes. Well, it eventually ties into the 80s. So here you go. The president lets a turkey go. Doesn't cook it because the president always gets a turkey. So there's a big argument going on as to who was the first president to officially pardon a turkey.
I have no idea.
It goes all the way back. I mean, Kennedy did one, Truman, all these guys, but there's no proof until in 1982.
Wow.
Ronald Reagan is the first president to officially pardon a turkey. And do you know why? Because he thought it would be funny and deflect attention away from Oliver North and the Iran-Contra affair.
Wow, you tied that back to so many things.
I did.
Including our appearance on Dueling Decades.
Yeah, and George H.W. Bush made it an official thing in 1989.
I would have suspected, like you were saying, that this had been an official thing even. You're saying that it probably happened for a lot longer than the 1980s, but without the official proclamations. I had no idea it was so recent. I mean, it seems recent to us.
To us, it seems recent, but to other people, that's like ancient history.
It seems recent because we're always focused on the 80s.
Yeah. Also, in 80s news, Lucky's in Newport Beach, California, 1988.
Okay.
A young grocery store employee named Derek sees his manager chucking turkeys down the aisle to the other guy to put in the display case.
It's always a Derek.
The manager hits a soda bottle, knocks it over by accident. Derek has now invented frozen turkey bowling in the grocery store.
Wait a second. I didn't even know this was a thing. What is this?
It is an American tradition that on Thanksgiving, grocery stores will allow people to bowl in the aisles for prizes.
I have never heard this.
Derek goes on to be the commissioner of the Poultry Bowlers Association, and they have such awesome things as the gobbler, which is 3 strikes.
I'm so far now rejecting anything you say.
The butterball, which is when it goes in the gutter. The wishbone, which is the 7-10 split.
Of course.
And obviously the foul line is still the foul line.
Sure, spelled a little differently.
So thanks, Derek, for creating that American institution of fun.
Or American. Merkin.
Yeah, Merkin.
Now, come on. I don't believe any of that at all. I've never heard of this. Did you know about this before you found this story?
Yes, I actually did, and that's why I looked it up.
I've never been at a grocery store during things, and I've been there last minute getting, a can of something.
You had no problem believing in Lawn Chair Larry, but you don't think frozen turkey bowling?
Now I'm questioning Lawn Chair... wait a second. Now you've just cast a shadow of doubt on the whole Lawn Chair Larry story. I never did check and make sure you didn't make that up.
I didn't make it up. It's actually been on Drunk History, too.
Have you ever been in a grocery store and seen someone doing, frozen turkey bowling?
No, but we've done it at work.
Okay, I can see that. But I can't see, a ShopRite, a Giant Eagle,
Giant Eagle does
Bueller's.
Giant Eagle. Actually, Miss Ohio's done it in a Giant Eagle as recent as 2006, I think.
Wow, okay.
It might even be more recent than that.
When I go to the grocery store, I'm going to ask, when are we doing the frozen turkey bowling?
I think you should get on it because you should get out there with your Idiot's gear and get on camera.
I think we should just go and pull a frozen turkey. Yeah, I don't know what the rules are, how you play, but obviously we got to get a frozen turkey.
Well, you'd have to go to the Poultry Bowlers Association site and get the official rules.
Okay, the PBA, of course.
Oh, obviously.
Right.
So, so that's my number 2 story.
Okay.
And now we're going to the granddaddy of them all, the turducken.
Okay.
Now, this is a big mess I'm about to tell, all right? You ready for this?
Yes.
The turducken is a chicken stuffed inside of a duck inside of a turkey. Created by a Cajun chef named Paul Prudhomme. He claims to have invented it in the 1960s. introduced it to the public in 1970s, and officially trademarked and copyrighted in 1986.
You know, I've heard of this before. I've never eaten it. Have you ever eaten one of these things?
No.
Okay.
But it sounds cool.
Okay. I disagree in a moment.
All right. So anyways, this ties into another American institution. You ready for this?
Okay.
In 1920, the NFL started playing games on Thanksgiving. The Lions in 1934 became an institution every year. Dallas Cowboys, 66. So the Lions are the oldest. So we're traveling through time. We get to 1980. The Lions and Bears are the first overtime game on Thanksgiving.
Everyone just thought,
17 to 17. Yes. I wish we could tie a tiger in there somehow. I wish they would have, but anyways, this is the first overtime in Thanksgiving history. It's 17-17.
Okay.
They do the kickoff in overtime. The Bears score on the opening kickoff of overtime. It's over in 13 seconds. This results in the shortest overtime game in NFL history at the time.
Wow.
It happened on Thanksgiving.
So you say at the time,
1980.
do you know if someone's been faster than that since?
They must have because
it
it
the
said
record's been
at the
broken.
time. So it obviously gives away the spoiler there.
Yeah.
But so now we flash forward to the 1990s.
Can we pause for a second?
Oh,
I'm still stuck on the turducken. You know, these kinds of things, and I feel like there's a few other things like this, where you stuff one animal inside of another. It seems, look, we already eat animals. Okay, I'm not a vegetarian, all right? That's seems barbaric already. But you take one animal and you shove it inside of another animal and into a third animal? That seems like, I don't know, you're going against nature.
We wrap steak in bacon.
Yeah, true. I have had that. Sure.
So, yeah, see, there
I've
you go.
had bacon wrapped
you hypocrite.
scallops too.
Yeah, hypocrite.
Maybe it's because, we're talking about like four-legged animals. Sticking one four-legged animal, well, turkey's two-legged. What is it? Turducken. Okay, so it's
Turducken.
Two birds and...
It is, yes.
Three
a
birds?
Chicken.
Oh, it's three birds.
It's a deboned chicken shoved inside of a deboned duck, shoved inside of a deboned turkey.
Yeah, that seems horrible, man.
Yeah. Well, that's because you're like skinny and don't eat
I
anything.
eat food.
So, anyways, flash forward to the 1990s. John Madden and Pat Summerall are doing the Thanksgiving games for the NFL now.
Okay.
And John Madden, what does he introduce to the broadcast in the 1990s on Thanksgiving Day?
Madden football.
The turducken.
Oh, turducken. This is all tied together.
Yes, I'm tying
This is all a turducken story?
This is just all a turducken story.
This is just turducken news.
But the NFL is a huge part of Thanksgiving.
Sure.
And so is now the turducken.
Wow.
So that's how I'm tying it all together.
So we have Madden to thank for the
introduction, yes, for everyone knowing what the turducken is.
How many look, eating one animal at a time is really barbaric. Eating two would be a terrible miscarriage of justice. But three, it's beyond gluttonous. It's just something wrong with it.
If the turkey didn't want to get eaten, he'd start running.
Here we go.
Do you ever see a turkey start running when they come at him? No, he just stands there. And
You know what? Look, I don't have a problem with eating the turkey. I eat turkey every Thanksgiving. But you know what would make it okay? If the turkey had, back up a step. If the duck had swallowed the chicken in a fair fight, and then the turkey ate the duck, all right, now we're talking about a meal.
Okay, well, if that helps you sleep at night, that's how it happens.
I'm a terrible sleeper anyway. That's not going to get me by.
And that's what I have for 80s news, I guess. Let me double check here.
Yep.
President Lucky's the turducken football. Yeah, I think I've exhausted my 80s news. Except for Family Ties.
All right.
Season 1, Episode 8, No Nukes is Good Nukes.
Okay. I can picture Alex B. Keaton is in jail.
No. Stephen and Elise.
Oh, Stephen and Elise are in jail.
They go to a No Nukes rally for the first time. This is the first time on the show that they've ever been arrested. Even though they continually talk about when they were younger how they would be arrested at demonstrations. And obviously Alex is just like, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. He's all mad at them now. But first time that they ever got arrested on the show for a demonstration was a No Nukes rally on Thanksgiving in Season 1.
Right. Now, I reminded, it's Alex has to go bail them out, I think, right?
Yeah.
So it's sort of a reversal of the roles.
Yes. Yeah.
As the straight-laced kid who's never in trouble has to actually bail out his hippie parents.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's what I got. That's my 80s news.
Well, excellent job of tying so much history to the 1980s.
Yep. And that's because the 80s are the perfect decade, whether it was created before us or after that.
Right.
We just take it.
And make it better, as you say.
We're like the Pilgrims.
Oh, no. We're just going to have to end it there.
Dun, 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 dun. Ack. But before we move on, I would like to remind everybody to like, share,
I like you don't have
and
to read
subscribe.
It's just a reminder.
And make a comment because we'll put this thing over his head that I have to read now.
I'll post a picture.
And
of it.
also, we do have merch, like this shirt I'm wearing, which I love because the logo's nice and high, so your beer gut's below the logo, so it looks really good on those guys like me who like to drink. And we do have 3 T-shirt designs now.
That's right.
And we have coffee mugs.
Yeah, it's stickers, magnets.
Yep.
Only cool stuff.
And just like the other episodes, I've started posting the link in the comments.
Yeah. And
So you can go directly there now
Sure.
and buy cool stuff. I think, there's magnets now.
yeah, or you can go to the Facebook page and there's, there's a button that says shop now and it takes you right to TeePublic where our shop is.
Please go to our Facebook page also because we do have daily stuff we post that you can interact with us there. So,
Yeah, including the folks that we're going to thank today. We found them through Facebook.
Right.
They found us.
So if you want to hear all the rest of this episode, please go to your favorite podcast area of the internet. And
Some shady corner of the internet.
Find a guy on a corner who's selling the Star Wars special, and ask him how you can find the podcast.
The despecialized version.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's this part for you guys on the YouTube. So we'll see you over on the audio section.
Yes. And next time on YouTube. Bye-bye.